My sister expected me to pay for every family dinner because you make the most money anyway. And after 4 years of $15,000 in meals, she seated me at the kids' table at her engagement party, then asked for a $15,000 wedding loan, which I refused. For 4 years, I paid for every family dinner. Steakhouse Saturdays where Stephanie ordered the $65 ribeye. Birthday brunches with bottomless mimosas. Random Tuesday nights when she'd text, "Let's celebrate," and I'd cover 7 people at expensive restaurants. Stephanie always said, "You make the most anyway, Katie. What's another dinner?" I never kept track until I applied for a mortgage, and my financial advisor asked about my entertainment budget. I pulled up my statements and felt sick. $15,184 in restaurant charges over 48 months. That's $318 per month on food I barely ate because I was calculating everyone's orders in my head. Then came Stephanie's engagement party in June. I bought a $200 emerald dress in her favorite color. Brought a $150 champagne bottle as a gift. I walked in looking for my name card. Checked the head table with the bridal party. Not there. Family table with our parents. Not there either. Found it at the fold-out kids table in the corner. Between Stephanie's fiance's 14-year-old nephew on his phone all night and a flower girl who spilled juice on my $200 dress repeatedly. I sat there 3 hours while Stephanie toasted the people who truly matter most from the adult tables. My parents laughed and clinked glasses 20 feet away while I wiped grape juice off my lap with children's napkins. That night in my car, still in that stupid emerald dress, I did the math. Stop funding dinners, save $3,600 yearly. Finally booked that Portugal trip I'd postponed for 5 years. 2 weeks later, Stephanie texted, "Saturday dinner at Fleming's, 7 p.m. Can't wait." I showed up. Ordered a $28 salmon and water. Everyone else ordered like always. Dad's tomahawk steak, Stephanie and Chris's seafood tower, Mom's expensive wine before appetizers arrived. Dinner was pleasant. Stephanie discussed wedding venues. Chris talked about their Bali honeymoon. Nobody mentioned the kids' table. Nobody apologized. The check came. $287.50 for 7 people. Server placed it center table. Everyone kept talking like it wasn't there. Like it would magically disappear like it had for 4 years. "We splitting this?" Dad finally asked after an awkward minute. Stephanie laughed out loud. "Katie's got it, obviously. She always does." I smiled. Same smile I'd given for 4 years. But this time I pulled out 2 20s and a 5. Placed them on the check. "My portion is $41. I'll Venmo $2 for tip." Pin drop silence. Stephanie's fork stopped midair. Chris looked confused like I'd started speaking another language. Dad cleared his throat 3 times. "I'm sorry, what?" Stephanie managed. "I'm paying for myself. You have credit cards, right?" The scramble was almost worth 4 years of payments. Everyone suddenly needed to check their balance or see if they brought their wallet. The reasonably priced meal suddenly became so expensive, and we should have gone somewhere cheaper. They figured it out. Everyone paid. Stephanie didn't speak to me the rest of the night. 3 months passed. I saved $200. Booked Portugal. Family dinner invitations decreased dramatically. Stephanie's calls became shorter, cooler, distant. Last week she called, voice tight and stressed. "Katie, the wedding's significantly over budget. I was wondering if you could loan us $15,000? We'd pay you back after the honeymoon. You make good money, and this is once in a lifetime. This is my wedding." I looked at my Portugal flight confirmation on my screen. Lisbon, 7 days, 2 weeks away. "Stephanie, I already gave you $15,000. Silence. 4 years of family dinners, paying for your steaks, Chris's whiskey, Dad's desserts, Mom's wine, and you sat me at the kids' table with a teenager and a 6-year-old while toasting your real family. That's completely different. Those were just dinners. This is my wedding." "No, that was $15,284. I have the receipts, every single one. If you couldn't afford your wedding, you should have planned differently." She hung up. Mom called an hour later. "Stephanie's crying. You're being petty. It's her wedding day." "No, Mom, I'm being done. There's a difference." Haven't heard from them since. My Portugal flight leaves Tuesday morning.